Hi, my name is Zach Keller, and I'm going to show you how to schedule your classes if you are an upper school student or faculty member using the form that Daria, Fradkin, Jessica Lee, and I created. So the first thing you need to do is get to this form, and hopefully it's been emailed to you. And when you get there, you'll see that the first question is, what is your calendar ID? So this means you need to set up your calendar, which you can do by going to calendar.google.com. You'll see it pops up here. And there are two things you can do here. If you're a teacher and you want other members of the Pingry community to be able to see when your classes are, you should use the default calendar that already exists at the top of the sidebar here. If you are a student or just want to be able to easily delete and have you be the only one that can see your classes, you should create a new calendar, which you can do in a little drop-down menu here. So I'm going to do both. I'm going to start by creating a new calendar. So teachers that want their classes to be visible to other teachers, administrators, you should ignore this next part. So I'm going to select Create New Calendar. I will name it Zach's Courses. You can name it whatever. And this next part is important. You have to share it with the email address scripts@pingry.org. And under Permission Settings, you need to select Make Changes and Manage Sharing. And you'll select Add Person and Create Calendar. And you'll see this new calendar should pop up in just a couple of seconds in the sidebar here. And once it pops up, you can go to the drop-down menu and look at Calendar Settings. And you'll see the calendar ID is listed about halfway down the page. So you should copy that. Go back to the form and paste it in the first box. So that's how you do it if you want to create a new calendar. So now teachers that want to use an existing calendar, the default calendar, here's how you do it. You go to the existing calendar and select the drop-down menu and go to Calendar Settings. Then you go up here to share this calendar, so the top here is kind of hard to see, and share it with scripts@pingry.org. And under Permission Settings, make it Make Changes and Manage Sharing. And then Add Person. Then you're going to save the calendar. And to get the calendar ID, it's actually just your email address. But you can go to Calendar Settings. And it's going to be the same thing. It'll list the calendar ID right here. It should just be your email address. But you can copy it and paste it in this top box here. I'm just going to keep the new calendar for now, but if you're a teacher that wants other people to be able to see your classes, you should use the email address here. So now you can start inputting your classes. And you can do as many classes as you want. I'm just going to do 3, just so I can show you how it works. So if you're a student, you just want to put the name of your class. If you're a teacher, you might put English period 2, or if you're Mr. Bourne, you might put Bourne Ultimatum. Let's say it meets period 1, and the class runs full year, picks up the flex, and takes first lunch. So I put in the name of the class, put in computer science, whatever you want to call it, the period, how long it runs. If it's a semester-long class, you just put which semester. A trimester class, you put which trimester, whether it picks up the flex, and which lunch it takes. And I can do that for as many classes as I want. I'll do 2 more, so I'll add another class. And I'll make this one American Literature. It meets period 4. Only the first semester, does not pick up the flex, and takes second lunch. I'll add one last class, and I'll add my second semester English, which is philosophy. That also meets period 4. There's not an issue as long as you don't overlap the classes, because it meets second semester. It does not pick up the flex, and it meets second lunch. So I'm done. So I'm going to select no, but you can keep on going if there are more classes you want to add. Click Next, and then Submit. and it brings you to this page. So here there are a couple things you can see. When you want to see your calendar with the classes on it now, you can click this link. I'll do that in a second. You're going to get an email in a little bit, and you'll get one of two emails. The first email you might get is the success email, and hopefully that's the one you get. It just tells you everything worked as planned and you'll be fine. The second email you might get is if something went wrong, and if you click on it, it'll tell you exactly what went wrong and how to fix it. And the last thing here is if you want to add more classes, if you forgot to add classes the first time, you can just submit this exact form again with the new classes on it, and it'll all go through. So I'm going to check out my calendar. I'm going to head over to September when the first classes should be scheduled, and you'll see that I have my classes scheduled for the times that they are. So if I added 7 classes, then it would all be filled up. You'd see it up and down. This is the first day of school. And you'll see I have it whenever that class appears. That's when I have it, and it'll remind me on that day. Thank you for watching.